Today, we're going to be reviewing the new Leo version 2.0, constantly have updates and improvements. This newest update has chat functions for your cases or matters so that they can be separated out. You can see there's historical context you can toggle as you would normally see in some of the open source GPTs or Geminis. To add a new chat, use the button and you're able to add a new chat to collapse your different chat channels. Here's where you can add new files. The files are ingested into the system. You go in, you select the file that you're wanting to operate on. This is usually an evidence package or something like that. It could be a translation, a document for translation. It could be a document for analysis or summary in order to be able to provide what you need. The AI has access to it now. Remember, this is a closed loop. So you attach the packet and then you're going to ask it to do whatever you want. We do provide a library of prompts that are very helpful. So you want to be clear about what you're asking for. So the prompts shouldn't just be generic. They should be a little more clear. Talking about this is, in this case, an EB1A document packet that I've attached, and asking it to provide an analysis and make sure to review like the criteria and so on and so forth. The more specific you get, the better response and better result you'll find that you have. This right here is a packet that's about 150 pages. Pretty decent sized packet. We've done packets up to 1,000 pages. It can absorb up to 1 gigabyte for any one packet or evidence package. And so we're asking it a question. It's going to take a little bit for it to respond. While it's responding, I want to discuss a little bit what makes Leo different. So Leo is a proprietary AI that is not a wrapper. We do have an enterprise version of different underlying AI engines that are created, but it does have a closed loop, which means it has no access to the internet, which means that there's no possibility for leakage of data. There's no possibility for leakage between different chats. So when you're talking on this chat about this specific process, then it's going to respond only on this process based on the information you gave. The more information, like I said, the better. Also, you'll see it's responding with an analysis, looking at the documents included. It does legal drafting, briefs, motions. It can do letters of support, everything. And all here you have to do is you take it after it's responded, and you're able to copy and paste, and you're able to edit the package's name, or the chat's name rather, and provide a real breakdown, just reviewing some of the information that was provided here. And how detailed the response is, the key steps for recommendations, like, okay, we need to do a draft a legal memorandum, finalize the packet with the form itself, verify biographic data. There's a lot of information that is talking about what it's already ingested, what it's already done, what's next. And so we go on and we move on to the next thing. We're saying, okay, now let's write the legal brief related for this packet specifically, and it will write the brief for you. And while we're doing that, remember that Leo is a manually curated database for immigration. It includes the whole INA. It includes practice pointers from registered sources. It includes every piece of case law from the Supreme Court back in the 1800s all the way up to what the BIA has done most recently in February of 2026. And every week we update it with new opinions as they come out. Also the district courts and so on, if they're precedential, and we make sure that they are included in here so that it has the most up-to-date responses and the most up-to-date information. As you can see, it's responding now with the legal brief. It does full citations, blue book citations or whatever is required. It provides the different areas for case law to show why this meets. And it's talking about, in this case, it's talking about Kazarian, which I know there's been some dispute about Kazarian, but it's still what they use currently. The analysis, and then what you can do from here is all you have to do is take it, copy, and you paste it into whatever you use, Word, Google Drive, whatever kind of document system you use, and then you go in and do the final. This is meant to be your first draft. It helps reduce the time. So for instance, at my law firm, our waiver, our 601A waiver brief writer, that he used to take 4 or 5 hours to write a waiver brief. Now it only takes him less than 30 minutes. And the reason is because he is able to do his first draft here. What we're doing here is we're taking out the formatting. So we're taking out the conditional formatting so that it's easy to review and to be ready for manipulation and then affixing to your packet. Once the conditional formatting is taken out, you do whatever you need to do to manipulate it, but it is your first draft. It will reduce your time significantly. Any changes you need to make in the system, you make them here, and then you save it, and then you affix it to your current packet. This is a system that is highly successfully used, has a very high fidelity rate. In other words, we have no known episodes of hallucination because the system doesn't have access to the internet. It is very closed, which means that it can only access the corpus. And so if you're interested in taking a test drive, we have a test drive available currently, 5-day free trial. You don't even have to give your credit card, nothing. All you do is take it for a test drive, see what you think. And then if you're interested in moving forward, you can let us know. So we'll get you more information on that. My name is Michael Hendricks. I am the CEO and one of the programmers for this AI. I'm also an immigration attorney for going on 15 years. And so it's mostly my brain combined with the AI, the INA, the FAM, the AFM, and the other systems. So we're here to help. Please let us know if we can help you. Michael Hendricks, 505-910-4525. Thank you.